Good day, grade 8. We are on our next session of equations, lesson 2. There's some added answers for you for your exercise, but I also know that there is another little piece as we progress in equations that little tricks you find from your teachers that we do. And the next little piece I'm going to do with you is always keeping your variable positive as far as possible. So you can have an equation where you're solving for x, but it'll be minus 2x. And I'm going to show you what to do. Let's just recap some important, I would ask you in class now, some important things you need to know. What are the important things you need to know? Move your knowns to one side, unknowns to the other side. Another one that's important is whatever you do to one side of the equation, you do to the other side. So if you're timesing by 2 on the one side, you times by 2 on the other side, and exactly the same for dividing. You always do the opposite as well, operation to get rid of, because you're solving for x. Okay, so let's look. Okay, I put your homework up, your answers, you mark it. I know you got these ones wrong, and I'll show you, or you got them right, but you did it by inspection. You don't know what you're doing still. I'm going to show you how to solve it now. Let's have a look here. So here's 3 minus t equals -1. So it's 3 minus what will give me -1. So what I'll do here, I'll take my now you all think you take the 3 over, okay, which is correct, but you want to always keep your unknown positive. Can you see that there is -t or subtract t? So I'll rather take him over that side, because when I take him over, he'll become positive t, and when I take that over there, that -1 back over that side, it'll become 3 plus 1. So, and then 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 is equal to t. Let's see if it's right. 3 minus 4 will give me -1. Just put that 4 back in there, substitute it in. We did substitution. Okay, so and you would have all done this, taken this 3 over, and it would have been -t. So let me show you probably what you did. Let's make a little block here. I'm going to show you what you've done. You went like this. 3 minus t is equal to -1. You would have all done this. You would have said, keep the equal sign here, keep that -1, take that 3 over, and it would have been -3. But then this stays minus t. You would have probably all left that out and put just t, because then it's -t is equal to -4. And what are we solving for? We're solving for t or -t. We're always solving for a positive. So you have to divide by -1 and divide by -1 to make that positive, because the negatives cancel. T is equal to 4. Now I know that'll blow your mind. I know it messed you guys up. So what you do now is whenever you have that, you see that, you bring this t over rather to change that from a negative. So it becomes a positive when I brought it over. And I take the -1, take it the other side, and it becomes +1. Okay, let's try the next example. Look here. It's -4 minus x equals -5. So that x is a negative. Are we solving for a positive or solving for a negative? Solving for a positive x. So what should I do with that -x? I should bring him across there, and I'll take the 5 across there. So when I take this 5 across, it's a -5. When it goes across, it becomes +5. So it's -4 plus 5. And when I take that x over, it goes over, becomes a positive x. So the signs are just changing. -4 plus 5 gives me 1 equals x. So let's put that 1 back in here. What's -4 minus 1? -5. Okay, so you want to take that, the book will tell you to do it this way and divide by a negative. Just go across there. The book will tell you to do it this way. But this is, you all bomb out here. You all freak out here. So just do that, what I'm doing. Take the negative over. Let's do one more. Let's see if you guys are getting it. Look here. Now I've got 1 minus 2t equals 3. What am I solving for? I'm solving for the variable. Where's the variable? Here's the variable here. Remember, the sign is always married to it. So is it a positive or negative? It's a negative. So I'll take this whole thing over there, and what I'm going to do with 3, take knowns, my knowns to one side, unknowns to the other side. Yesterday's example, you all had this, and so you left your variable on the left hand side. Now they're trying to mess you around. Now they're showing you the variable here is a negative, so they've taken the variable rather to the other side, to the right hand side. Okay. But I mean, if you didn't do your homework and you haven't been working, you don't know where you are, you lost. All right. So now here, so now this is a negative, so I'll rather take this over there, and I'll take the 3 back over that side. So it's therefore 1 minus 3 is equal to, that goes over, so it becomes 2t. All right. Now that it's positive, I can solve this. What's 1 minus 3? It's negative 2. Yeah, negative 2 is equal to 2t. What am I solving for? I'm solving for the t. What's happening between this 2 and this t? We are timesing. So if I'm timesing, what must I do? Opposite operation, I must divide by 2. Because then what will happen? It'll cancel and it'll cancel. But whatever I do to one side, I must do to the other side. So I must divide by 2 as well. 2 into negative 2 goes negative 1 time. So t is equal to negative 1. Let's see if it works out. Now here's where I want you. Now here, look at this check now. If I take this negative 1 and I put it in here. Okay, let's do this. I want to check this. I want to show you because you're going to tell me it's wrong, but it's right. I'm going to take this negative 1. I'm going to put it by the t now. Okay, so I'll do it on another page. No, I can't use that page. Okay, let me do it at the bottom of my page here. So I've got 1 minus 2t equals 3. And the answer we got was negative 1 is equal to t. So I have to put this negative 1 inside here. Let's see if it works out. 1 minus 2 times negative 1. It must equal 3. So it's 1. What's negative 2 times negative 1? Positive 2. Is 1 plus 2 equal to 3? Yes, so you know your equation's right. So all I did was I just checked my equation. I took the negative 1 and I put it back into the t. So it was 1 minus 2 times the t. And what was the t? It was negative 1. Okay. Alright, so those are, you have to re-watch the video of this. I've got some more examples I'm going to do now. But you're going to have to re-go over that video. What I've just done now, go over it again and try it in yourself. Write it in your books and try it yourself. And then if you get stuck, pause the video, play it, check. Let's have a look at these examples. So watch here. Negative 3x plus 4 equals negative 2. So I've just taught you this concept now. What do you want your variable? You always want this to be positive, eh? So where am I going to take this? I'm rather going to move him over that side and take this and move him that side. So I'm going to take that to that side, and I'm going to take that to that side. Equal sign below each other. So that negative 2 comes over, and what will it become? Positive 2. So you can either put the 4 first and then say plus 2, or you can say 2 plus 4. It doesn't really matter. So 4 plus 2, and that negative 3x goes over, so it becomes positive 3x. What's 4 plus 2? 6. Equal to 3x. How do I get rid of the 3? Divide by 3. I must divide by 3 also on this side. And the answer is 2. 2 is equal to x. Let's check ourselves. Take this 2 and put it in there. What's negative 3 times 2? It's negative 6. Negative 6 plus 4? Negative 2. So I know it's right. Let's check this example. Same thing again. It's a negative variable, so I'd rather take it across to make it positive. And I'll take this 10 and I'll move him that side. So now that this is a negative, I'll rather leave him where he is and take this 10 and move him over, so it becomes 10 minus 4. This people you get only by practice, okay? Because you'll tell me, let's go this side, you'll tell me, but sir, you took the 4 and opened it up to there and let that 2 come into there. Now this one over here, you you didn't take that 4 and put them first. Wow. If I took that 4 and put them first, so it would be negative 4 plus 10. It'll still give you the same answer, but it'll just be uglier. I'm just making it look prettier. And that negative 3x becomes positive 3x. What's 10 minus 4? 6 is equal to 3x. How do I get rid of that 3? Divide by 3. Whatever I do to one side, do to the other side. Cancels. So I'll have x. And 3 into 6, 2. Something that your kids are now in class, you'll say, so how come these answers, let me just get another, okay, I'll just use the same color. How come these two answers, sir? You are saying 2 is equal to x and not the previous exercise, you always got your answer as x is equal to 2. Well, it's the same thing. If I tell you the Coke costs 10 Rand, or I say it like this, 10 Rand is the Coke's cost. It sounds a little bit backwards, but it's the same thing. So if I say x is equal to 2, or 2 is equal to x, it's the same thing. So you don't have to go and say x is equal to 2. You can say 2 is equal to x. Because I know you kids will tell me, but so we always say x is equal to something. Now you're saying 2 is equal to x. It's the same thing, but I know you freak out at that. Look at the next example. 9 minus x equal to 2. So the variable is, remember, it's married. It's married. So if it's married, what will I want to do with that? I would rather, that is negative. So what I'm going to take, I'm going to take that negative rather over. I'm going to take that negative rather over. So I'll take him there and take the 2 back over that side. So I'll have 9 minus 2 is equal to x. Because it was a positive 2, it went over, it became minus 2. And what's 9 minus 2? 7 is equal to x. Take the 7, put it in here. 9 minus 7 gives me 2. Okay, here's a hard one, the last one. That's not really that hard, but it's, no, it's not hard at all. Is this, it's positive, so now I'm not going to move this guy. If it was negative a half, I'd move him, am I right? But it's positive a half, so I can just leave it over here. So I'll leave the positive a half here, and I'll take only the 3 and take him that side because he's a known. You want to take x's to one side, keep it all one side, and keep your numbers one side. So it's 4. When I take that 3 over, it was minus 3. When it goes over, it becomes plus 3. So a half x is equal to 7. Okay, so I've got a half, all right? How do I get rid of this half? This is times tables, and most of you suck at your times tables. How do I get rid of my half? I times by 2 over 1. What times by 2? Because if I times by 2, what's 2 times 1? It's 2, and what's 1 times 2? It's 2, and what's 2 over 2? 1. So you're reciprocal, right? If you ever want to get rid of a half, you times by half. If ever I want to get rid of, let's go up here. If ever I want to get rid of a quarter, what will I times it by? You'll times by 4 over 1. If I got 1/8, how do I get rid of 1/8? 8 over 1. You understand? So it's always a reciprocal. So to get rid of the half, I times by 2 over 1, which means it'll cancel. So I left with x. So I must times this also by 2 over 1, or 2. So x is equal to 14. This x, you can put lines underneath your answers because it gets very untidy, this work. So let's see if it works out. A half times 14 is what? What's half of 14? What's half of 14? 7. And what's 7 minus 3? 4. So is my answer right? So you can always check yourselves. Okay. So grade 8. Now, you're not in class with me. When you're in class with me, I'll get you to work, and then I'll walk around and I'm going to ask you. Because you will battle. You have to practice. You have to read. It's hard because I know you're at home, and there's maybe no one putting pressure on you to say, do you know? Or maybe someone's, I know my dad would have been too afraid to ask me because he wouldn't have known his maths. So now I'm not there to come and say, do you understand? You have to go over these again. You have to go over this video again. You have to ask me in Teams. And don't forget, okay, never mind. I'm going to tell you that now. But anyway, go over these examples again. Check what I've done. These key principles I'm teaching you. Know them. So today's one is if your variable is negative, you rather move that over and make it positive. Okay, your first exercise with the variables were always positive. Now the third exercise, the variable is negative. So what do? Rather move the variable over. Okay, God bless.